Hi friends, so welcome to this week's mobility, and got some special requests for really tight hips. Okay, so if you've been doing the workouts throughout the week, you'll notice that maybe the fronts of the hips, the hip flexors are really tight, and then also if you've been sitting in front of the screen more so than we usually do, we've got some really tight hips. So we're going to do a couple things, all right, using two tools. We'll use a ball. So you could either use a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball. This is a little bit bigger than a lacrosse ball. This is kind of like a myofascial yoga ball-ish. So it's softer than a lacrosse ball, a little bit bigger than a lacrosse ball, but pretty firm, okay? And then I'll also show you variation with the foam roller. And then we'll finish up with some wrist mobility, and I'll show you something that we haven't been doing in the warm-ups, something that you could be doing extra. All right. So starting off with this kind of flow, this ball hip flow opener release. What do you want to call it? All right. So we're going to start. So here's the path of the ball. So the ball is going to start right in front of the hip, like right where the front pocket is, okay? And then it's going to travel to the side and then around to the top of the butt, and then right before it gets to the middle, it's going to go down that cheek, okay? And then once it gets to the crease, the bottom of the butt cheek, then it's going to go kind of side to side, right at the top of the hamstring, okay? So again, it's going to start here, and it's going to travel across, staying at the top. Then it's going to go down the middle. Once it gets to the crease of the butt cheek, then it's going to go back out to the side, and we'll park out there, okay? And we're going to do that one time on the right side and one time on the left side, okay? And I'm just going to focus right now just on the right side. So let's start on that. So the ball's right in the front of the hip, okay? Right where the front pocket is. Maybe a little bit closer to the groin, all right? And then I'm just gonna park out in each location for about 30 seconds or so. And then after 30 seconds, I'll switch. So right now I'm in the side of the hip. Okay, and then now I'm keeping the ball right underneath the belt loop, or belt. Okay, now I'm going to the side. All right, I'm at the top of the butt. And then now I'm going to sit up, and I am going to, while sitting on the ball, I'm going to roll down the inside middle part of my right cheek down to the crease. And now I'm going to go side to side. So now the ball is at the bottom of my cheek and at the top of my hamstring. And now I'm going side to side. Okay? So that's the little flow. So that's the flow. Starting again, the top of the hip, going around to the top of the back pocket, and then down the back pocket to the bottom of the back pocket, and then side to side. And I would repeat that on the left side. Now, what does that look like with the foam roller? Slight variation, okay? So start with I'm on the left side of the foam roller. I'm still focusing I'm gonna do that right side again, okay? So my right pocket is on the end of the foam roller. My other leg is hanging off. And now I'm gonna roll from the front to the back, okay? This may seem familiar with some of the warm-ups that we do. And then once I get to the back, then I am going to sit up, okay? And then I'll scoop my pelvis underneath, and then kind of do that. And then while I'm here, all right, then I could probably just stay on the right cheek, cross my left foot onto my left knee, and just go side to side. And now I can get and release my whole right cheek. All right. So again, that looks like, okay, front pocket to back pocket and then roll down over that back pocket to the bottom of the pocket where I'm sitting up nice and tall. And then you can maybe go in reverse, okay? So that would be the flow for that. And then again on the left side. All right, that's that. So spend as much time as you need. As far as like expectation, I would spend about 3 minutes on the right hip, 3 more minutes on the left hip, okay? With the wrists. So, got a couple variations on the cat-cow. So what I like to do is turn the wrists so that the fingertips are pointing in towards me, okay? And normally I would do the cat-cow like this. So the hands are underneath the shoulders. But with this, you might need to place the hands closer to the knees. Might be a little bit more comfortable for you. Then from here, eyes looking up, and exhale, drawing the ribs and the sternum in, rounding the shoulder blades and the spine. 3 to 4 of these, then lift up, rotate the hands. So now you're on the backs of the hands, okay? And here, in order to decrease the amount of weight on your wrist, this just might be a good stretch in and of itself, okay? So I'm nice and light. I'm not putting my full weight on my wrists right now, the backs of my hands. But from here, now I'm gonna do cat-cow again. All right, and I might do that twice through, okay? All right, and then as always, just kind of shake them out, do some wrist circles. Okay, so that's mobility. Let's see, did I forget anything? So hips, wrists. Oh, that's it. That's pretty good. So we'll have a new batch of mobilities for you next week. Everybody stay safe, and see you later. Bye.